Hey everyone, I actually recorded the video expecting to not do one of my build guide entrances, but it was an interesting game, so I thought maybe it's best to talk about it. So if you hear me mention G2A twice, it's because this is now going on the start of the video instead of the actual video, which I intended to release without a beginning. So thank you to G2A, ref link in the description below. So this is an interesting game because I think when you watch it, you'll realize that I didn't have any decisions to make from the early game. But the decision making came in the late game, which was when I decided to adapt my composition to play into the specific people that were left in my lobby. And there were 2 sorcerer players of some sort left in my lobby. So I built specifically to deal with them. The build that I was playing was Candyland. And obviously, if any of you guys have watched my Candyland video, you know how you start off Candyland. You're looking for Zoe, you're looking for Ari, you're looking for Twisted Fate. The build plays itself from the early game, to be completely honest with you. The build plays it safe. So then what I did after I found Twisted Fate 3 and I found Zoe 3 is I leveled up and I went from at level 6, I added in the Wukong and I added in another sorcerer, which I believe at the time was Syndra. So this is the build that I had at level 6. And then I went to level 8, and what I did at level 8 was add in the Vel'Koz and in the Lux, wherever the Lux is. She's here. So this was my level 8 composition. I think I ended up placing it something like this. I think it ended up looking something like this, with the Ari being the one that would get pulled because she wasn't very useful. Then we went to level 9, but at the end of the game, we ended up finding that we... so I just want to talk about items as well. I had pretty much perfect items on my Poppy. That's all that matters, really. This is all. The Poppy is all that matters. The rest of the items you can figure out in the game, but the Poppy is all that matters. I had a double Shojins on Twisted Fate as well, which is obviously important. So then what happened at the end of the game is I ended up going up against sorcerer builds, so I adapted my build. Now the obvious choice is obviously to cut out some sorcerers and make sure I go towards Star Guardian, to make sure I go towards Mystics. The sorcerers I cut, Syndra, Ari, and Vel'Koz, and at level 9, what I then ended up doing was, I believe, I also cut the Wukong. So I cut the Wukong because I didn't need the armor because I was against sorcerers and the armor made very little difference. I added in Xerath, and then obviously I brought in Karma. I brought in Lulu, I brought in Soraka, and I brought in Sona. Okay? And I got all these guys to level 2. I think the Xerath was level 1. This is what my comp ended up looking like at the end of the game. It was 4 Mystic, 3 Star Guardian with 4 Sorcerers and 3... I think I ended up having 3 Dark Stars at the end as well here. Yeah, with the Lux as well. So I even had the Dark Stars to go in this comp too. This is what my build looked like at the end. This is basically Mystic Candyland, which is a way of dealing with the really annoying printer or sort of sorcerer-based builds that you sometimes see at the end of the game, and this worked out really well for me. So feel free to watch the game. It's in 1 times and just look at the decisions that I went through. It was a pretty solid build, and it was a good adaptation at the end of the game to deal with sorcerers. Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, we're in Treasure Trove. I love Treasure Trove. That's a great galaxy. I got some thoughts to share today, which I will do. Oh my god, that's Xayah, really? Oh my god. I'm going to go for the Chain Vest. Got some thoughts to share today, which I would like to talk about in terms of like what I think about certain galaxies and certain compositions in this meta. So I'll do some meta talk today. But first of all, got to thank G2A for sponsoring the channel. Link to the marketplace is in the description below if you would like to have a look. Yeah, so thoughts on the meta. Some people have been asking me about what I thought on the meta, and in the comments I asked you on one of my recent videos about what you thought of the meta. And here are my thoughts on the Hyper Roll meta. And this is a meta that I'm pretty bad at. I've found that I've become much worse at the game during the Hyper Roll meta because my mid game is probably my weakest part of my game, and I'm kind of struggling how to understand how to improve it. And if you're a Hyper Roll player, it's very easy to play mid game. That's a Bramble Vest already, so I think we're just going to put that on a Poppy if we can find it. But yeah, so it's very easy to play the mid game if you're a Hyper Roll player, whereas I find that I struggle in Hyper Roll specifically. Because I don't always get maybe as lucky as I should or whatever. I mean, I don't think it's good to blame luck, to be honest with you. It's not always good to blame luck, but yeah, I definitely struggle in Hyper Roll metas. But I think that also Hyper Roll metas lower the skill ceiling of the game a lot as well, because I think Hyper Rolling itself as a tactic, especially when those builds are stronger in comparison to a lot of other builds in the meta, I think it detracts from the skill of the skill of the game a little bit, just because, to be completely frank with you, you make less decisions when you're playing hyper roll, right? You make less decisions as a whole when you're playing hyper roll, so it detracts from the skill, in my opinion. Wow. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Yeah. So I feel like this meta has been worse because overall, I feel like there are less decisions to make when you're playing things like Poppy or playing, you know, Candyland or Shredder, because essentially what happens is you get to Krugs and you only decisions that you need to make are pick up the units on the way to Krugs, save my gold, don't level, roll down at Krugs, and if it hit my 3 stars, GG, there we go, have fun. So that's my issue with the hyper roll meta. I really feel like it detracts from the overall skill of the game, because essentially I think you're just making less decisions as a whole. That's really good. Do you know what? I want a win streak. I'm just going to do that. There aren't many other, because I'm playing Poppy, there aren't really many other units that I would use a Nikos on. So it's not like I'm looking to Nikos as an important 4 cost. I just want to Nikos the stuff that's going to get me the win streak. So I don't know how you guys feel. I probably didn't. I was kind of, my thoughts. The problem is when I'm doing gameplay, it's really difficult for me to think and then talk about my decisions at the same time. But essentially, I think that because hyper roll exists right now, I think it detracts from the overall skill of the meta that we're in, and I think that takes away some of the important game decisions that you have when you're not playing hyper roll. You know, like when you're playing cybernetics. And I don't think hyper roll builds that are technically feel stronger than a lot of other builds in the meta. I don't think hyper roll builds should be as strong as builds that require you to make actual decisions, you know, like cybernetics and even Vel'Koz, you know, void brawler builds, void blasters, sorry, brawler blasters. So I think the hyper roll builds that require less decision making should not be as strong as the builds that require more decision making, and that's my personal opinion anyway. I'm going Star Guardian here because I think of it, because my Poppy is the carry, Twisted Fate doesn't really matter. That's what I'm kind of aiming to do. And what I'll do is I will pick up all of the 1 costs that I have on my bench here to reduce the chances of me finding these particular 1 costs, so these individual units, to make it more likely for me to find Zoe, Twisted Fate, and Poppy. I guess I should look at the board. This guy's leveled up to 5. Jesus, that's an aggressive leveling strategy. Looks like it actually look. I mean, this guy could be going Poppy, of course, because he's got the Rabadons, but it does look like you wouldn't level it to 5 if you're going Poppy. It looks like I'm the only one that's actually playing Poppy here, so that's good. I think the slamming the Bramble Vest established dominance in this scenario. The reason I used Nikos and Poppy, by the way, is because Poppy 2 with Bramble Vest is insanely good. That's why I slammed the Nikos, and also because, like I said, the only things I'm looking for in this build that make the most difference are things like the Poppy, the Twisted Fate, and the Zoe. Don't need anything else, you know, so there's no point for me to sort of worry too much about saving gold. Give me a second, guys. I'm up to 4, so I'm going to do this. So yeah, there's no point in me saving the Nikos, because there's going to be no better time for me to use it than on the Poppy. So I'm either using it on the Poppy now or using it on the Poppy later. The only problem with using it on the Poppy now is I'm obviously up at 100 HP, and that means my first carousel priority is going to be lower. But it's treasure trove, so you're more likely to find literally anything that you want. Plus, this build works really well with the more items that you have, so that's always good. This is a really good build to play on Treasure Trove, by the way, the Mana Printer Sona build, because it's quite likely that you get your perfect Mana Printer build. So yeah, I think this is a pretty solid start for him. It's a good universe for it as well. If I win, I'm going to pick up the Ziggs. Again, the reasoning behind picking up the Ziggs is to just reduce, by a very, very slight margin, the number of 1 costs in the pool, which makes it more likely for me to find the 1 costs that I need. But I've got a perfect start for a Poppy start. So ideally, I would like the this thing here. As a secondary best, I would take the Negatron Cloak. So ideally, I want the Rod. As a secondary best, I would take the Negatron Cloak. I think in this scenario, getting a Dragon Claw is really important, because it looks like there's going to be a few Sorcerer builds, especially the Mana Printer build, and Dragon Claw would give me one of the best outcomes. So it looks like I'm going to be able to get the Rabadons. I should be able to get the Rabadons here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it because that guy was going for the Negatron Cloak, so I just want the Rabadons in this situation. Oops. The Rabadons gives me better outcomes versus a lot of builds because it just increases the damage that Poppy's going to deal. Sell that. And I'm going to buy 1/1 cost here. And I'm going to slam the Rabadons on Poppy. I'm going to buy this 1/1 cost here. If I win, I'll just buy one of the other 1 costs because, again, I just want to reduce the amount of 1 costs that there are in the pool. The more Poppies that I find before the Krugs, the better. So this guy's got Giant Slayer, so he's playing Brawler Blaster. This guy's playing Shredder. This guy has put a Thief's Gloves on Poppy, so I can't really tell. This guy's playing Printer. This guy's playing, I don't know, Mech maybe? Doesn't look like anybody is actually going for the Poppy build though, so this might actually be really useful for me, and I think I might get away with having a perfect Poppy game because I put that Rumble Vest down early. Let's buy a random 1 cost. I have, if I come first this game, I should get back to Diamond 1. I mean, it might be lucky. It'd take a good win to get back to Diamond 1. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, well we sell. So we sell. The economy that I get is better than, the economy that I get by selling those 1 costs is better than, the denial of the slight chance of getting the extra 1 costs. But, you know, even me just buying those 1 costs made it more likely that extra Poppies showed up on that particular shop. But if I get, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll down. If I get Poppy 3, as you know, as soon as I get Poppy 3, I'm probably going to chill. The reason being is Poppy 3 is the most important. I'm not going to waste my entire economy to go for a Zoe 3 and a Twisted Fate 3. If I get a Poppy 3 by the time I roll down to 40 gold, I'll probably continue my roll down to about 30 and pick up as many Twisted Fates and Zoes as I possibly can. That's what I'm aiming for here. Pick up the Kazakhs. This is about as clear as I could possibly get for a Poppy build, to be honest with you. So we're going to pick up the 2 Jarvans just because they're obviously, it's obviously likely to get me what I want. So we want, well, there are 2 ways to play. We could play Syndra or we can play Ahri. I like Ahri for the mid game. I think the later it goes, Syndra becomes better because, you know, she ramps up in damage and the fights go longer. So especially if you've got a Poppy, fights tend to go quite long, so that's good. But we're obviously looking for Vel'Koz items as well, Vel'Koz being one of the secondary carries in this composition. So that is another Nikos, which is actually really useful. And it is a tier. I might save tier for Vel'Koz, to be honest with you. I'm going to buy this and this. It just increases the chance that I find the right units here. So we've got to be really careful about the way we roll down right now. So we don't want any of those. We do probably want the Syndra. So let's put the Syndra in for the time being. I need to sell and make some space. That's another Sire. That's a Poppy though. Zoe. I'm going to clear some space here. Ahri 2, so put the Ahri on instead. And we haven't got any space, so I'm going to sell, doom. This is really slow, I'm really sorry about that, but I need the Poppy and I'm just taking my time here. So I need to clear some space here. Twisted Fate. Another Zoe. Am I really struggling to find the Poppy? I've got a Zoe. Twisted Fate, there's Poppy. Need 1 more Poppy, Twisted Fate. Oh my god. Zoe? Sell, Zoe. Christ, I've got so many things here, but I still don't find the Poppy. I might just use the Nikos and the Poppy, but we'll see what we get. Twisted Fate, Zoe. I think I'm just going to use the Nikos and the Poppy. We actually already have a Zoe 3, so I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Well, that went about as good as it possibly could have done. Now I just need a Vanguard. Guess I just shove her on. Right, well I think I just eco up now. But yeah, we basically got everything that we wanted from that. That was an insane roll down, but I guess no one else was contesting my builds, so. We really couldn't have got any luckier. I didn't need to roll for the Vanguard. I was just hoping that on a couple of rolls I'd find a Vanguard. Obviously looking for the Wukong. The Wukong would be the ultimate goal here, but I think I got very lucky on that roll down. In fact, I went for more Zoes than I needed because I didn't even realize that I'd actually found the 3-star Zoe. I was just randomly buying things. So what I'm going to do is actually not buy the Aurelia. I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to give a bit more armor over to my Poppy. So I've got Static Shiv, but I'm going to save this because I'm obviously now going to... essentially, all I'm doing now is getting back to 50 gold and leveling all the way, because we have the 3 stars that we want, right? We have the ultimate 3-star setup right now. So what we're doing, when you're in this position, if you get as gosh darn lucky as I literally got here, what we're aiming to do now is level up to level, the highest level we possibly can. And then we are looking to get the Vel'Koz and an extra, all the extra sorcerers in. Especially with the Rabadon's death cap, it just makes Poppy nigh on unkillable. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need Dragon's Claw though, because against a Caitlyn 3, we got one shot. Like my Poppy 3 just got one shot by a Caitlyn 3. Caitlyn 3 does 3,000 damage. So without a Dragon's Claw, I feel like I'm going to start to struggle against some of these builds. So that's what I'm aiming for. So on this carousel, if I can get a this thing, Negatron Cloak, I'll be really happy. If I can't, then I go Shojin's for Twisted Fate. So if I can't get a Negatron Cloak, I'll go Shojin's for Twisted Fate. Can't go Shojin's. I would also set up myself for a potential Xerot portal. Really hoping I can get it. Looks like I'm not going to be able to. Okay. So I think I'm just going for Seraphs on Vel'Koz then. So I'm going to go for a Seraphs on Vel'Koz. So I'm saving these tiers to set up for a Seraphs on Vel'Koz, which would just mean he casts a bit more frequently, which is nice. We're up to 40 gold now though, which is good. Ideally, I will find some kind of magic resist for my Poppy. There are 2 ways that you can play this. You can actually add in the Mystic bonus later on if we want to, but right now I'm just doing this. I'm wondering whether I should actually, because my Zoe 3 is quite high, I might actually just put my my Leona in the back corner. I probably shouldn't put my Ari on the front line. I was just messing around, but versus a Blitzcrank, for instance, I don't really want my Poppy getting pulled, you know. Not Poppy. I don't want my Zoe getting pulled, especially when she's 3-star. So versus a Blitzcrank, I've decided to put my Leona in the back corner, which I think was the correct decision. This guy's going for Vel'Koz because he's going Printer, which is fine. Fine by me. I will hopefully find a Vel'Koz too in this comp. Why he went for the Vel'Koz over the tier, that strikes me as odd. So I want the 2 Luxes here, I think. Lux is like one of the most insane sorcerers you can get. Just gonna put these guys in the middle a little bit more. So I'm thinking about like I obviously want a Morello. A Morello's in this comp definitely really helps as well. So I would love to have a Morello's in this composition too. Yeah, again, I put my Leona in the back corner specifically to try and avoid getting anything important pulled. So my Leona getting pulled is like best case scenario. My god, Bramble Vest with Poppy 3 is just disgusting. Just like once every 2.5 seconds deal 200 magic damage to all enemies nearby. And if you combine that with Ionic Spark as well. Ionic Spark is a good item as well to think about. Ionic Spark is a good item to think about on her. There's my Vel'Koz. Goodness gracious, let's go. I think we add the Lux. No, I think with the Seraphs we can add the Vel'Koz in, right? Vel'Koz 1 gives us 4 Sorcerer. Although Lux might just be better. Lux might be better at this stage. I don't know, it's difficult to tell. 4 Sorcerer Vel'Koz. I think I'd need items on him though. What did I find? Another Nico's and a load of stuff. Shojins. Oh wow, that's good. I'm probably going to put Ari in the back corner. So I think I might just put a Shojins on Twisted Fate now. Red buff, Frozen Heart. I feel like I do really... Titan's Resolve is pretty good, but I do really need... I do just really need... Actually, do you know what? I'm going to buy the Syndra. I think Syndra scales better than... I do really need some kind of Negatron Cloak based stuff. I don't know what to do with all these items. I'm just very confused. I'm going to buy that just in case I get another Vel'Koz. We want to go to 7 and then we want to go to 8 here. Wow. Do you know what? I'm just going to slam it. I want to continue my win streak. So getting a 2-star Wukong here would be is just really nice. Wukong with anything. Shroud of Stillness, Trap Claw. It's pretty solid. I could put Trap Claw on my Lux or my Vel'Koz in the corner. I think Morello's would be really nice, but Dragon's Claw I think for Poppy is going to be a must. I definitely could put Trap Claw on someone for the Blitz though. We'll just have to see what we can come up with. Oh, it's demo. That guy. We need a Dragon Claw though. Holy moly, we definitely need a Dragon Claw. Just gonna buy that. I think we get rid of Ari eventually, and then just replace her for Syndra. Double Kale, interesting. Don't think that's what I'm after though. Because we want to replace. We want Xerath, right? We want to make sure that we have only 3 Star Guardians, because the more Star Guardians you have, the more mana you're going to split across them. Especially when you're running someone like Zoe with 100 mana, it makes a difference. So the lower the mana, the better for your Star Guardians, right? Hand of Justice, Static Shift, Frozen Heart, Redemption, Titan's Resolve. Titan's Resolve is a good one. Xerot Portal's a good one. But I just think with the magic damage, we're going to need to keep we really want to keep the Poppy alive as best we can. This guy's going for Shredder, of course. Once he gets the last Whisper, my Zoe's not gonna. Sorry, my Poppy's not gonna last very long versus him. Okay, we really want a Negatron Cloak here, and there is only one left, and we're also at 100, and we haven't lost a round yet, so we might not find it. If we don't get a Negatron Cloak or we don't get Dragon's Claw this game, I feel like we aren't going to win the game. So I haven't had carousel priority for this whole game, which has been a bit rushed. Okay, here we go. This is basically, I've got to spam click, and click. Hopefully we find it. At least the Negatron Cloak, that'd be really nice. This guy's gone for Brawler Blaster. It's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to slam the Negatron Cloak on the Poppy already, because I know that I'm going to be combining some kind of Negatron Cloak item on her, I think. I will be making a Negatron Cloak item on my Poppy in some way, shape, or form, I think. Actually, let's hold on to it. Actually, let's hold on to it. Let's put him in. I think we're just going to keep leveling. I want to get to 8 to get 6 sorcerers. We will put the Syndra in until we find the Xerath, and then we're going to go. Okay, so this guy. He hasn't got Last Whisper. Okay, the Ash, nice. That was a really good Lux hit as well. Nice, Twisted Fate. We don't have a Morello's, which is definitely hurting. So I actually feel like this game I've made less decisions, and I don't even think I've played that well, because I feel like my decisions have been limited. I might even just go to 8 and put her in. Like, I just don't feel like I've had that many decisions to make. Trap Claw is a good one. Runas, Quicksilver. So I could put Quicksilver on here. But I'm just gonna put the Negatron Cloak on here for the time being. So yeah, I've gone up to level 8 just to make sure that I can have the Sorcerer bonus, which is definitely going to help. Like, it does a huge amount of damage. It's good. And now we just get back up. We're going to slow roll back up to, or build our economy back over the next 2 turns. I wanted to ensure that I won that round, and I don't think I would have won. It's getting really dark in here. Oh my god, that's really bright. Let's turn that back off. Let's also turn that off. I don't think I would have won that round if I hadn't leveled up to level 8. I think it would have been definitely very close. So what I'm going to aim for now is 3-star Vel'Koz and 3-star Wukong. 3-star Vel'Koz is an extra win condition in this composition. 3-star Wukong is also a pretty big win condition if you can get like something like, I can put like a Titan's Resolve on him, for instance. But now that we've got the 6 Sorcerer, we're basically looking to replace Ahri with Vel'Koz. You can give Vel'Koz, I could give him Gwynsu's if I find it. Another tier. Great. More tiers. Like, actually just a crap ton of tiers. And there we go, there's the Dragon's Claw. Okay. Nope. Nope. Oh, this is so annoying. So he is going to have Seraphs. Negatron Cloak. Am I going to give him double Shojins? Yes, I am, I think. Great. Am I going to give him Titan's Resolve or Bramble Vest? Probably just another Bramble Vest. And then I'm going to give him... Not that. Not that. Put the wrong item on him. I guess he can just have something. He'll have something. He will have something, everybody. So I want to either, well, I want to roll a little bit here, I think. There's the Wukong. It's another Wukong. Nice. I think we do go to level 9 because that's going to increase our chances of finding our 4 costs. And we can, I don't even know what we can add in at level 9 that would be any good, but it would just be like a random legendary, I guess. Like a Lulu. Okay, I'm scared of this guy. I'm very scared of this guy. Since my entire comp just got wiped. And now got turned into a thingy. I think, oh. Yeah, I'm out. That's my 100% win streak down the drain. Definitely scary. Definitely very scary. But we're going to go to 9. We're literally just going to go to 9. He found a 2-star. I mean, I'm guessing he just double Nico'd the first Gangplank that he found, which I think was clever. With that Gangplank setup, he's in a good spot with the demo Vel'Koz. That's pretty good. I think we can beat him in the end, but it definitely is going to be a bit rough. Very annoyed that I accidentally gave a random... Do you know what? I might actually sell this Vel'Koz. If I find 2 more if I get to level 9, I'm probably going to sell this Vel'Koz. I'm not even joking with you. I'd like to free up an item slot for him. So he's found Last Whisper, but the Rabadons are just buying me so much time. And the rest of my comp just does a lot of damage. Kind of want the Thief's Gloves here. Thief's Gloves or another Shojins. Like a third Shojins. Okay, we're not getting the Shojins, so Thief's Gloves, or I would take the Hextech Gunblade, or I'd even take the I might take the Redemption, actually. Actually, just Redemption for Wukong, or Zephyr. Redemption or Zephyr for Wukong would be pretty good. I also think the Chalice would be pretty nice as well. I think I'll take the redemption for Wukong. Just put it on the Wukong when he dies. Slow level to 9, and then once we're at 9, we're just gonna like slowly roll for things. I'm sorry that I'm so dark, by the way, guys. It's because I've messed with the low light exposure on my webcam. Maybe I can just quickly change it. Configure video. Camera control, low light compensation, apply. Okay, and if I turn it on now, still very bright. Give me a second. Exposure, auto. That's better. There we go. We did it. I'm still quite bright, but I'm better than I was before. Okay, nice. We're doing work. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to... He's out. See you later, mate. That's what you get for taking my Shoujins. We're going to go to 9, and then we're going to look for Wukong 3. We might not even have time, you know. He's at 9, and he's rolled his way down. I didn't really feel the need to do that. I feel like I'm pretty strong, so I'm gonna take it easy. Okay, this is the guy that beat me last time, so... Oh, the entire build... We're about to get completely destroyed. That gangplank one-shots my entire team. I might need to add Mystic, you know. Maybe I genuinely need to add 4 Mystic. That's something that I need to consider. Maybe I sacrifice some Sorcerers for 4 Mystics. Because I think... Oh my god, that would be insane for Xerath. So I'm going to sell him. Because... I would quite like to put better items on him. And I think I can find a Vel'Koz eventually. So Wukong 3. Double static Shiv for Xerath. I probably put Shoujins. I probably put the Runins on my Twisted Fate, not even joking. He's found... Yeah, they're alright, that's okay. Okay. So we need a Xerath, basically. Okay, so there's 1. There's 2. We're going to put her on for the time being. Okay. 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 What we're looking for? We're looking for a Karma and a... Let me just put the static shivs on her for the time being. I think my Twisted Fate can literally... Oh, he just got 1 shot, but that's fine. So I think we can sell... Yeah, we definitely need to get Mystics in, I think, to beat this guy. Who's this guy? He's also playing Squid. Okay. Karma. We just need a Lulu. Jesus Christ. Lulu. Okay, we've got the squad. We've got the squad now. I think we make the move. We've got the squad. I think we make the move. We get rid of Syndra and we get rid of Ahri, but we keep Zoe and Lulu. But yeah, this is the squad. We've got to make this move because we're against 2 magic people at the end of the day now. So Vasa Volta is quit. Okay, so yeah. Right, we make this move. This is the move that we make. Xerath. So she's gone. She's gone. Xerath in. Who else has got to go? I Has Lux got to go? Has Squid's got to go, right? Squid's got to go. She's got to go. She's got to come in. She don't even think Wukong makes a difference now. I think it's all about karma. The armor really doesn't matter, actually. Trap Claw. Redemption. Bramble Vest, maybe? Is that double? Am I still just getting absolutely destroyed, even with the double? Oh my god, I'm still getting absolutely crushed, even with all of the even with 4 mystics, I'm still getting absolutely dongled. I guess I take the Ionic Spark. This goes on Xerath. This goes on Lulu. Wait, that's already... He's already... Gonna immediately put that on her, so she's basically gonna cast straight away. Okay. Maybe that next to her. Don't even know what I'm do with this. I don't even, it might not even be enough. The 4 mystics might not be enough, you know. I'm trying my best. Actually, 4 mystics might have done the job. It's a good heal. It's a good heal. We need to get Xerath too at the very least, though. Good heal. Okay, nice. That's what we needed to see. Nice. It's another Soraka, okay. Where's my other Lulus? Nice, we got a... That's the QSS, but that's a good Lux ultimate. I think the healing's actually coming out big. That's another Gangplank, but I think the Mystics might have actually done it for us. Oh, the Mystics actually did it for us. The Mystics did it. Oh, it's big. It's a big first place. Yes. We did it. Okay, nice. That was so clutch. That was so clutch. 4 mystics to beat the annoying Vel'Koz builds. It's insane. 99 LP Diamond 2 feels good, man. Fair. See you soon.